So if I had to guess what map they're gonna pick, I would have to say Arabia, but it's also possible that they're gonna pick a water map like Islands or Migration. So it might be Islands or Migration as well. Because I know some of these Argentina guys play some different maps, some full random type maps. So we could see a whole lot of different maps here. I'm not sure exactly what, but we'll find out soon. Didn't actually check the civs that they had in the previous game, but I think we'd have some normal civs like Vikings, Italians, maybe like Portuguese or Malay, Japanese. I don't know. There's a lot of civs you can pick now for water maps. Even Malayans for the earlier game. Alright, so Vikings, Portuguese, Italians for the Argentinian team, and Italians, Malay, Italians. Okay, so 2 Italians. Wait a second here. I guess you can do that. Yeah, you can pick multiple of the same civ. Yeah, you can in fact do that. It is within the rules of RTS League that you can pick 2 of the same civ on a given team. Alright, so I'm not sure why they did that, because like I think I'd rather have the Vikings dock bonus. Sure, the dock bonus is nerfed a bit, right? But it's still, the more players in the game, the more effective it is, right? So in a 3 vs 3, not picking Vikings doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me for an Islands map. Alright, so let's just look at I'm not sure what we're going to look at right now. There's not much to look at in the beginning of Islands maps until people start building their docks, at least. Maybe you can look at the shape of their islands. That might be one thing. This guy has a rather long island, but it still should be okay as long as he's not surrounded by like galleons. This guy's map would suck if he was surrounded by galleons, but until then I think he should be fine. And everyone else has pretty normal maps, I think. Looks like they're pausing at the exact time for a restart. We should tell them once again. And I should, looks like the game is continuing. I don't need to tell them anything. That's fine. Perhaps they wanted to call a restart, but they realized there are no restarts. That's good. As long as everyone's on the same page. Alright, so I'm going to have to favor the ARG team here in terms of the Civ. Again, like I already mentioned, this is their home map, and they do have the correct Civs chosen, in my opinion. With I think I would pick Vikings, Portuguese, and Italians. I think that makes the most sense. Malay are also good, but again, having the Vikings is very important that they don't have. See what's going on here? My speed's kind of changing. There's no read. There's no read. Yep, okay. Looks like they had this discussion, and both teams are on the same page here. There's no restarts. Okay, so let's check first dock positions. Player 6 is already building his dock. True here. Nice back dock. He is the pocket player as the Malay. Oh, actually, that's a. You haven't looked at this before. Actually, no, he's not. Okay, never mind. He is Italian, so Malay is the flank. Because with Malay, you generally want to, since you have a fast uptime, you want to have your dock in a forward position, usually, and be able to kill the opponent's fish fast with the faster fire galleys. And I guess we're going to see that here, because he is building his first dock in a forward position as well. Not the best dock I've ever seen, but still 2 fish close by, so that's not too bad. Let's see, what is the pocket civ for Argentina? I have the Portuguese pocket. I think I'd rather have a Vikings pocket, but Portuguese is also fine. It's better than having an Italians pocket. I think you want your Italians player to be the flank, I think. I prefer the Italians as the flank. Given they have the faster or the cheaper up times, or the cheaper up cost, they can get up a little bit faster than other civs. But even an Italian's pocket would still be very good. But I think maybe they'd shine a little bit more on the flank. Alright, so we have the population advantages for the Argentina team right now, which does make sense given that they have the Vikings, so they're able to get their docks out and thus their fishing ships out slightly faster, a little bit faster. Not a big deal. Although, you know, 2 Italian players means they do have 2 players with cheaper fishing ships. And so let's see if this wolf guy can use the proper strategy as his pocket. I don't think he's choosing the right strategy here. If I were him, I'd be going for a fast castle and maybe defensive fire galleys, just a couple to defend my base. But no, wolf here, I believe, is going for a fast up. Yep, he just clicked up 1030 about, which is pretty fast. Double Italian masterpiece, yeah. That's what we're seeing here. I don't understand the strategy, but that's what they're doing, and I think it was a conscious decision. I believe it was a conscious decision. Alright, so I guess they're gonna do. Everyone's gonna do fire galleys except for the Vikings player, as Deivi. He's gonna be doing. Obviously, he doesn't have fire galleys, so he's gonna be doing for just regular galleys. Alright, so I guess we have another pause coming in here. We have 2 players still not going up to the feudal age yet, so we have the Italians player on the flank here, who's later to the feudal age, making a bigger fish boom, and player 1, the pocket player with Portuguese, instead going for the feudal aggression with the fire galleys. So I kind of said the opposite earlier. I said like you want your Italians player going up a bit faster instead of the Portuguese player. What I said, but apparently these guys are doing the opposite by design. Like even though that the way they're positioned on the map would indicate that the Portuguese player will be going for the fast castle and not the fast feudal, they're doing the opposite. They're having the Italians flank go for the fast castle. I don't like that. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea here. He does have a 12-minute feudal time, and luckily for him, given he is, you know, late to the feudal age, his opponent as well is not super fast. He is 11 minutes and 16 seconds. So he could potentially get away with this late build order here. He has Loom for some reason. He shouldn't have gotten Loom. He does have Loom, but I guess he has Loom as well. There's no real reason to get Loom on water maps like this when there's no danger of getting fought on land at all. You see player 1 here, he does not have Loom, that's very good. That's what you want to see, no Loom. And so where are his docks placed? So he's sending his docks over here. So this is where he has his waypoint, right over here. Nice juicy fish boom for this Italian's pocket, or by True. Good. He's a little bit late to the feudal age, but He has a lot of fish to compensate for it, and again, more fish than this Italian's flank player that is going for a bit of a later beetle time. 9 fish to 11, so actually he does have quite a few fish here. But still, he's going to be in danger as the fire ships are coming in for DarthMortius. Not the best reaction so far from Khan. He'd be sending his fire galleys to battle, I think. Alright, so let's see if Wolf here is able to find anything, do any damage. Looks like Drew is delaying his castle time a little. Actually, maybe not. He's not delaying at all. Still building his market and his blacksmith right away. He's going to buy some food, I believe. Actually, he doesn't need to buy any food because he is Italian, so he gets the cheaper up. So he doesn't need to buy anything. But he's not making any fire galleys just yet. Oh, he's going for galleys, actually. Interesting. I think I would have at least had a round of fire galleys first. Ooh, what is Wolf doing? I don't know. What's Wolf doing here? He could have definitely, if he went directly for this area, he could have killed quite a few fishing ships already. But he went here, made a circle, and he's going back. I don't know why. What's he doing? Guess he was worried that Khan was going to be in a bad spot. I guess. Alright, so we're going to have the first battle here, I think, the first real battle, potentially, between TK Fred and Deivi. For some reason, I don't know, if I was TK Fred, I would have tried to already, like, you know, attack these galleys. I wouldn't have let them mass this many. I think I would have already tried to fight. I mean, the galleys should not be, you know, winning on the flank here. We should be losing if you have to mass galleys on the flank, essentially. But especially against the Malay player, because the Malay should be able to up to the feudal age significantly faster. So I guess this galley play is going to work out for True here because he didn't need to defend his fish at all. No need to defend your fish if no one attacks you, and this way he can combo better with his allies. 2 demo ships out for Deivi. He might need even more than that. If I had to guess. You should use them now before these galleys become too upgraded. Because once there's too big of a mass of these galleys, and if they become war galleys, then your demo ships will become somewhat less effective. Alright, so DarthMortius here has a huge mass of fire galleys. Meanwhile, player 1 kind of walking straight by here. I think all these fishing ships are going to die. He actually already lost all his fishing ships, it seems. Yeah. Actually, no, he has all his fishing ships alive. So player 8 here has all of his fish alive still. He ran them away. Right, actually, I think I watched that happen, actually. Oof. How did that demo raft survive? I have no idea. Alright, so Bodkin Arrow out for True. War Galley upgrade completed. Like I said, he should have used these demos sooner. Right now it's going to be tough for these demos to actually do anything once these war galleys are on the field. The Khan is on the way to the Imperial, or the Castle Age. True is researching ballistics already, so that's a very good upgrade to have. But now the 2 versus 1 is in here for Deivi, and he's going to have a really hard time against this. Especially being the Vikings flank, which, you know, normally you think your Vikings flank should be doing pretty well, and that would be the case in AOC, but as we know, Wallow Kingdom's water is a lot different from what we're used to in AOC, and having a Vikings flank actually sucks. It's not a very good civ to have on your flank. I mean, actually in AOC you prefer the Vikings to be pocket anyways, but on the flank they're still better than all the other civs. It's just you'd prefer them as the pocket. But here in this situation, this is essentially GG, in my opinion. Like, this is game over. I don't see any real way that Argentina can come back from this, honestly. Because this Vikings dude is pretty dead. DarthMortius is in a pretty good position here. He had a huge, massive galleys. I think he lost quite a few, actually. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of trades here, but he's been the 2 versus 1 guy, right? So he's been 2 versus 1, and he's still in a pretty good spot. Meanwhile, Deivi here, he took the 2 versus 1, and he is not in a good spot at all. Not at all. Fred here is still up to the, not up to the castle age, actually he just clicked now. He'll be the last one there, but it's okay because that can be too far behind because he already has a huge advantage, as well as he reaches the next age faster given he's the Malay, right? In this game you can see the power of the untouched fish boom from the Italians players. Even though that they didn't have a Vikings ally, which normally you'd expect that to be pretty important on a water map, you have the double Italians, and again he kept his fish alive. 11 fish alive, even that's not even that many. You'd expect your pocket player to have a few more than 11, actually, for water maps, but again, he got the free fast castle off with absolutely no problem. Now it looks like DarthMortius is losing on the water. He let his fire galleys and galleys die. He's not actually researching war galley upgrades, so potentially he's doing something different. He has a transport ship coming out, okay. He's getting chain barding armor. So he already has +2 armor on the way. He has a transport ship on the way, so if they want to end this game fast here, that makes sense. They don't want to face the Vikings in the Imperial Age, but the Vikings player is already rather dead, if you ask me. He only has 14 military compared to 30 military of his opponent. Let's see how well this landing does on or against Khan. Huh, this guy has an archery range himself. But he might be going for a landing himself as well, yeah. But yeah, Khan is going for a landing also, but he's gonna be, surprised when he finds out what is coming, what is on the horizon, again with his opponent. Alright, so there's gonna be 2 stables built in the dark here, but maybe once this town center is built, I think they might see the stable eventually. Yeah, might. I think so. True here is an absolutely massive, for a massive population. He has almost 100, way ahead of everybody else. Alright, so there's the 2 stables. Let's see. Yeah, he sees the stable. Once you build that TC, is he gonna react just yet? Any reaction? No reaction yet. Aye. Not gonna be good. No monastery being built, no walls being built. This is not good. And the one thing is, DarthMortius, he doesn't know that he's been spotted. He has no idea. Like, if I knew I was spotted in this situation, I'd be sending my knights out, right? He doesn't know. So that's why, actually, I mean, he has been spotted, but he hasn't seen it, right? Khan has not seen this at all, even though he should. It looks like Deivi and Wolf here are able to team up together, doing pretty well. But this is where we need to watch right now, because as of yet, Khan has not even reacted to this landing, even though he saw it for quite a while. Alright, he sees it now. He has Balkaner on his TC, which means he can defend fairly well. But still, not a situation that you want. Luckily for Khan that his opponent didn't make a siege workshop. If he had like a couple rams right now, it'd already be game over. Like if he had like some rams coming in right over here, That would have been game over. I'm not sure why he packed up his villagers and went back home. I would have maybe landed in another spot and tried to make some ramps. I don't know. Alright, so 2 versus 1 here for TK Fred. He's trying to take the fight regardless. He's getting careening. That's definitely an important upgrade that he's going to be getting. So there, his fire ships will be performing a lot better against the war galleys if he completes that upgrade. But he does need his allies' help, not just. Well, okay, Imperial Age upgrade. I was thinking like, Drew should be up to the Imperial Age pretty soon, but he's already there. That's a very fast upgrade, but he only has 27 war galleys, and they're all on the other side here. Right, so I think the ARG team has to do damage fast before there's too many galleons massed, otherwise that's going to be a huge advantage on water here. And they're not having a very good teamwork here. That's not a very good engagement at all. Pretty bad. Fred is able to kill a lot of units. The excellent fire ship patrol that he got there. And look at that, they just cleaned up the Argentina navy here, and he's forced to retreat with just a handful of war galleys. Meanwhile, there's going to be freaking galleons coming in here with Bracer pretty soon. Once True gets his massive army going, massive navy. He has still only has 5 docks, which I guess that's pretty much all you need. He doesn't have that many villagers, given he went 1 TC. Usually, as the pocket player, you want to make 2nd and 3rd TC, actually, given you have a lot of fishing ships and a lot of extra food. So I would have at least made a 2nd TC for sure, as the pocket player. But again, you get a faster imp time the fewer TCs you make. This does make sense, and he got away with it too, because his fishing ships have been safe the entire game, and they really shouldn't have been. They should have had some aggression against those fishing ships. The Argentina players made quite a big mistake because of that. It's a huge mass of knights here now. That's a good, 12, 15 knights or so. More knights potentially on the way as well. Again, no rams, but he's able to take down the TC with just his knights. I don't think he can take down another TC, but he might attempt it. He just might attempt it. I don't know. You have a handful of spearmen coming here to defend. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Right now, even though Khan made 3 TCs total, he only has 2 left. I believe, actually, DarthMortius, he has 2 TCs himself. Okay. It seems pretty much this good teamwork here for the TK team. Pretty good teamwork here. I like what they did. Deivi is on the way to the Imperial Age, but I don't know about that. He only has 15 military. Is there a sling going on at all? I don't think so. Oh, no sling. Only has 15 military, so I don't think that's going to be nearly enough. So they're calling GG. Right, the Argentina dudes are calling GG here. I believe the writing was on the wall. It was certainly going to be a very long uphill battle here. It looks like Deivi's going to be waiting to reach the Imperial Age before he actually resigns. He wants to show, oh yeah, look at me. I'm not that dead. I'm in the Imperial Age. Okay, now he resigns himself as well. Okay. I was thinking he was going to go for like that ego waiting for the Imperial Age, but yeah, GG. That's a 2-0 in favor of the Russian and the Ukrainian team. TK. Yeah, well played for them. Let's add that. Change the score here. 2. I was trying to use my numpad. I don't have my numlock enabled. Alright, so yeah, that's 0-2 in favor of, again, the TK team. Let's see, what's the name of that team actually? Volpoi Kuchain. I don't know. That's probably not a very good pronunciation, but Topoi Kuchain. Kuchayam. Who knows? Kuchayam. Alright, well, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I saw this comment. Is the Caravel significantly stronger than the War Galley with the same upgrades? I have no idea, actually. A Caravel is kind of like a Scorpion, right? I think they're similar. I think we saw in one of the Escape Gaming matches where the Portuguese players are going for Caravels. So I guess they assume that the Caravels are at least a little bit better than War Galleys, but they serve a different purpose. I think the Caravels will perform well against Fire Galleys, especially. Like Fire Galleys, Fire Ships. I think that's the situations you want to have the Caravels in. But I don't know. They're probably pretty similar. They serve a little bit different purposes, though. And the Caravels act more like Scorpions, I think, right? Their ballista shots shoot through multiple ships. Alright, so I think that's about it here. Thanks for watching, guys. I casted 2 of these games. There's the game before between BZK and NHN, and then we had this game here between ArgB and TK. So that was a win for BZK, 2-0, and also a win here for TK, 2-0. Pretty convincing victories, I think, both of them, in both sets of games. Thought this game was going to be a little bit closer, but maybe I had higher expectations from the ARG team than I should have, perhaps. But yeah, GG, guys.